when the full invasion happened, and Fulbright and the State Department ordered all of us to leave. And we were given a choice: stop our Fulbright and go back to the United States, or relocate to Warsaw and help with the refugee crisis that was emerging because women and children were trying to get out of Ukraine. We moved to Warsaw. Then we started helping Ukrainians get across the border. And the sad fact is, over 6 million Ukrainian families have had to evacuate.
Ukrainian people tired of war, international people tired of war, but we can just talk about it different way. Just talk about culture, talk about heritage, talk about food, talk about tradition, and just keeping this topic going, to keep thinking about what they can do to help.
We were going to peace rallies, the Fulbright Scholars. There were 18 of us, and we heard speakers about Ukraine, some people who lived in Poland, some people who were refugees from Ukraine that escaped the war. But they always had one highlight of the event, and that was when they sang the Ukrainian national anthem. First I said, "What is that beautiful song?" And they told me. I called you and I said, "This would make a great book."
Слава і воля, ще нам, браття молоді, усміхнеться доля, синуть наші воріженьки.
Text is super powerful. It was written during the resistance. So the end of it, like, we will put our soul and heart to fight for freedom. So I think it's deep and it's hard. And I think for children it's a little bit heavy, but you cannot remove words from the song.
And we were coming up with this idea, we're writing it together. There were two things that had to happen. I could not write a book about Ukraine as an American Fulbright scholar. I needed a Ukrainian co-author, so I found one. But we also had to have a Ukrainian illustrator.
Знаєте, ми мали зустрічі кожну неділю в центрі Барселони, і ми співали і гімни, і червону калину, і для мене це було необхідність. Мені треба було відчути спорідненість зі своїми людьми і відчути вихід цих емоцій. Я не можу сказати, що я включала гімн, щоб слухати як запис, але коли я його чую, то в мене йдуть мурашки, бо це щось дуже, дуже глибинне. Ну, звичайно, але мені трошки важко оцінювати це не зі сторони, бо я точно знаю, що я маю вплив етнічних українських мотивів, орнаментів, і я дуже люблю цей такий наївний стиль в побуті, який там часто приходиш в музей Гончара і бачиш, що це щось справжнє і автентичне, і воно просто начебто в мені накоплене, і я не можу це оцінити, що я це використовую. Але я точно, як через призму культури, я бачу, як створити трансформацію в ілюстрації. От якось так, напевно, можна сказати.
The way the book works, we're reading along, we introduce Ukraine, we talk about the people and the culture and the history and the language, and then we talk about the national anthem. It's just the anthem on each page for about 5 spreads, and then we talk about what the anthem means, what the words mean.
Every page, it has some facts, but it can be extended. You read a couple sentences, but you can talk about this topic more. So that was the idea. One of the ideas that it will help international Ukrainians who live in different countries to feel related and talk to children about the culture and history and traditions.
I was reading the story of Ukraine, an anthem of glory and freedom, to a class of children who were refugees at a Ukrainian school in Warsaw. And when I got to the national anthem, they all started singing it and put their hands over their heart. It was just such a moving experience. And it's the third time in their history it's happened. It happened during the resistance in the 1860s. It happened during the Russian invasion in 1919 to 1922. And now it's happened again in 2022 as the whole country has been invaded by Russia. And so it really is the heart and soul of the Ukrainian people.
They are not supposed to feel it. They're supposed to have happy times, growing up, playing games, watching movies. They don't have to think about freedom. So this is the hard part of it.
I hope that children will be inspired by the Ukrainian people and they'll see the importance of resistance. Just because you have an obstacle, even if it's a war, it doesn't mean you have to give in to it. It means you need to stand for what you believe in and be strong.
There are a lot of refugees right now around the world from Ukraine, and I think this book will help other children understand more about culture and about history of Ukraine, and help to understand those kids who have to be refugees now, who cannot go home because it's not safe.